We're back on the Chef You and I, and we're going to make the actual topping for our cobbler. So the first things that you're going to do is you're going to add your actual flour, your 1 cup of all-purpose flour first. And then you're going to add your 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And then I think it's another 1/4 cup of white sugar. And you're going to add, actually, we're going to add your baking powder, which you're going to add, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add 1 teaspoon of baking powder. All right, that's there. And then also we're going to add our salt, which is 1 teaspoon of salt. Add that to it. And now what I want to do is I want to mix this, right? And then what we're going to do is we're also going to add 6 tablespoons of butter, okay? And I cut up the butter, and it's cold butter, and you want cold butter because you want it to be like crumbly when you're doing it. You can either use a pastry blender or you can use your fingers, just like this. So you want to get that butter, really chopped up a little bit. So I like using my hands. A lot of people do because it just makes it even better. So you're getting all of it, mixed in together. And then what you're going to do is you're going to actually put it onto the top of the peaches that we've already done, and then it'll go back into the oven, and it will bake for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes to 35. You can check it for doneness. And then we're going to add a little bit of sugar on the top of it as we put it into the oven. About 3 tablespoons of sugar, granulated sugar. And then we're going to bring up the ice cream. It should be almost done. And put this in the oven. It'll get done. And then we're going to show you not only our peach ice cream, but our strawberry ice cream that's actually Rocky Road made with strawberries instead. It's going to be delicious. Okay, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. We're back on the Chef You and I. And now what we're going to do is we're going to add 1/4 cup of boiling water and 3 tablespoons of sugar and cinnamon, a little bit of cinnamon. Do that. 1, 2, 3, just a little bit more. And we're going to let that, I'm going to just do this real quick, get that together. Add a little tiny bit, about a teaspoon of cinnamon, right, to it. And then you're going to add it to the flour mixture. I really wish my granddaughter was here to help me with this. This is so fun. She would really, really be enjoying this. And I know her mom would love it too. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to add this to our mixture, right? So it has to be a little bit wet when you're doing this. Just do that. So it's kind of, your butter and everything mixes in really well, and then it's going to be crumbly. And I think our peaches are about almost done. And when that happens, we are going to spoonful this onto the peach mixture. Okay, I'm going to take it out of the oven right now. And it's done. And they look good. Right, and we're going to put that right there, and then we'll shut the oven for a minute. And then what we'll do is we'll spoonful this on top of the mixture itself, and then we'll put it back into the oven. So this is what I'm going to do. Very simple, like that. I remember my mom making this for years. And we loved it. When you have 7 kids in your family, things don't stay around a long time, unfortunately. And today our families aren't as big traditionally, but I know a lot of people that have, 5, 6 kids, and they love this. And this could be actually a Sunday dinner. It could be something you could take to a party and serve it with ice cream. If you have to bring the dessert, this is great, especially for a picnic. And I've always liked cobblers because they're not too heavy. They're not like pies, and they have great fruit in them. I like to do a cherry cobbler, all kinds of berry cobblers. And you can go out and pick the berries with your kids, which would be fun for you. Okay, we're just about done. This will go back into the oven for another 30 minutes or so until it's really, crisp on the top. Okay. So we're done with that. We're going to stick that in the oven. We'll be right back, and we're going to check our ice cream. Be right back. We're back on the Chef You and I, and we're now going to take the ice cream out of the ice cream maker. So you want to take the top off, unplug it. It's unplugged. And what you want to do now is you want to take this out of the ice itself, put it over here. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this to the side, and we're going to take our ice cream out of here. Look at how beautiful that is. Gorgeous. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to put it in here for right now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scoop this into the container here. And then you're going to put it in the freezer, and what's really nice about it is it doesn't take very long for it to freeze, and you can serve it. So I kind of like to do it the night before and serve it the next day. And we're going to bring out the peach ice cream for you to see that we did yesterday. So I'll put this in for a little while, and then we'll show you guys what this looks like so we can taste it too. We've got taste testers here tonight. We'll taste this. So there's actually some frozen in here. So what I'll do is I'll put it in a bowl, and we'll taste it and tell you what it tastes like. So let me put this into the freezer, and we'll be right back. I really want to try this wonderful ice cream, so we're going to try it and tell you what we think. Absolutely delicious. I love it with the strawberries and the Rocky Road with the idea with strawberries in it and the nuts and the chocolate. Wow, it's really delicious. And so we'll be right back. But don't forget to look at our website at thechefyouandI.com for all of our recipes that we create. And a little bit of ice cream won't hurt you at all. And we use fresh ingredients and whole creams and stuff like that. So actually, if you really want to know, it isn't bad. But if you are lactose intolerant, you can use other products to make this ice cream, and we can supply you with that recipe as well. We'll be right back and to try our peach cobbler. We're back on the Chef You and I, and it comes times for the piece de resistance, and our peach cobbler, our fresh peach cobbler, is finished out of the oven. So I'm going to spoon this onto the plate. And since there's going to be 2 of us sharing it, I'm going to make it a little bit bigger than normal, right? It's so beautiful. Look at that. And then you can either serve the ice cream on the side if you want to. This is right out of the oven. Right out of the oven. Look at those beautiful peaches. Isn't that pretty? So we'll just make a big plate of it. All right, that should do it. And it's on a really pretty summer plate. Now you could either spoon this on top. You could put the ice cream on top and it'll melt really quickly and it becomes like cream. Or, like I said, you can do it on the side. So I'm going to put it on top of the beautiful peach cobbler. And this is the peach ice cream that we made last night with our little chef, Ibby. And you can see the peaches in it too. So I know that you're going to love this recipe. It was so much fun to make. It's all homemade, easy to make. It takes 40 minutes to make your peach cobbler. That's including baking time. And it takes about an hour to make your ice cream, so it's ready to go into the not the oven, but the freezer. But our peach ice cream has a wonderful flavor to it. I want to say thank you so much for joining us on The Chef You and I today. And bon appetit. And don't forget to go to our website at thechefyouandi.com. We'll see you next time on The Chef You and I.
Thanks for joining us on The Chef You and I Show today. We'll be back next week with another great and healthy recipe. Don't forget to visit our website, thechefyouandi.com, for all of our featured recipes, cooking tips, and clips of the show.